All right. Hi, guys. I know if it's live. I always hate this first part because I can never tell. Okay, I think that I am live. So, hi. It's kind of a last minute live. I've had a lot of requests to do different lives based on things that I'm doing. So, today is going to be a little bit more about where I am in the planning, how I plan, and I plan to show you my craziness that is around me. This is live, but so you can ask questions. If you watch it later, you could still ask questions and I will get back to you. So, again, I'm Nicole. Homeschoolfamilystuff.com is where I try to keep stuff, but I'm not always good at updating things. So Facebook is definitely a good place to find me. The video will also be on YouTube and the website. So where I am in the planning stage. So I plan for all three of my kids. They are all three at totally different levels, even though I have a pair of twins that should be at the same level. They're not because, right, every kid is different. So for my oldest, this is how I start planning. For this year, well, they all have individual planning binders because I like to write things out. I know a lot of people have gone digital. I'm not there yet. I can't seem to get quite there. So this is her first 2 days, which it's not done yet. But basically for her, she's doing teaching textbooks. So I just write in that she's doing teaching textbooks and then whatever lesson she completed. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see this. Then times table review. So we're doing a lot of review on that. She's going to start her SOS science, and she's also going to be doing a health from Horizons. Then I always put in phonics. EM stands for Evan Moore. I use a lot of Evan Moore printable products. This is like level C, I think, for phonics. And then she's doing her All About Reading, which she is going to be starting level 2. Then down here, she has her first language lesson, cursive, and then All About Spelling. We're actually starting All About Spelling. We tried it a year and a half ago, didn't work for us. So we're trying something different. And then she's going to be doing SOS history and geography. And then down here is like all the fun stuff or extra things. So right now she has a maze. All three kids always have a maze. It's a critical thinking and they have a lot of fun with it. So they always have a maze. Now this is what her stack right now looks like. Okay, so what I do is I go through and I plan at the beginning of the year 7 weeks at a time. 7 because 1 week fits in their binder and 6 fit in my big binder to hold. So that way I am done with 2 months worth of planning. I can make little adjustments as I go, but then later on I can do 1 or 2 weeks at a time. So I separate these by the day for all 7 weeks. So for this first day, this is what we have so far. And then this is just all the physical papers. And I put them all together and I do her individual things first. So everything that she is doing that's just her level will go into her binder and be separated first. So then with the twins, same thing. This is Alvin Jr.'s and I'm still working on it. So you can see there's not a whole lot filled in, but I do the things that they all do together first, or at least 2 of them. So so far he has his math in there. They're going to be working on money and time a little bit more because we were struggling with that. Again, Evan Moore, we're doing everyday science. They're going to be working on right here, this is going to be their phonics. So they're going to be reviewing letters. I like to review, and then they're going to be doing even more phonics, and then also the maze. So this is his stack so far. Same thing, it's all divided by the days and what they're going to be doing. What? Go ahead. Okay, so then this is Abigail's binder, who just walked in. And same thing, it's basically the things that they're doing together, or at least so like their math is on different levels, but they're going to be doing the same time, science, they're going to be reviewing the letters together, and then they all have the maze. And she has the same stack. Now I still have a couple of stacks, so I'm going to take this computer, turn it around here. Okay. So this stack right here is for the twins. So I still have sight words to put in. These right here in these binders are, or in these folders, are their copy work. And then they have their health. We have first language lessons. And then Alvin Jr. is going to be doing a little extra phonics, and then our all about reading. And so those still need to get separated. Oh, probably moving this way too much, and added. Then over here is our combination of things. So we have our, for the Bible, Right Shop, which I don't think you could actually see that, Right Shop. All three are going to be doing that together this year. History, and all the way down is history. And then these are things that are going to be added to all three of their things. Now, I also, for Right Shop this year, get this back down, they recommend that you create, Mom Life shirt, okay, a portable writing center. So I just created this, and I'm still working on adding some things to it, but it has just a huge variety of stuff that they recommend. So in here, crayons, pens and pencils, whiteout, scissors, colored pencils, colored markers. Back here, you can't really see it, but I have a glue. Part of their program at this level is gold coins. You have to kind of know the program to know the gold coins. I have a bunch of glue sticks. Then on the inside, they recommend a whole lot of different things. So I have some stamps, some stickers, this kind of paper. I found some of this one paper. I have writing paper. Then I also have this kind of writing paper, blank paper, colored paper, construction paper, and then I have our empty file folders to create our word banks. So, and by the way, this little container is on clearance at Michael's. If you're a Michael's shopper, I got it for like $4.50. So that is our portable writing center. So that's kind of where we're at. I also need to add in our books that we're going to be reading. We read a lot of different books. And it takes a long time to set up for the first few days, but there's not a lot of setup later on, because once we kind of get into it, I know, who's at what level. I can add more into it. I can say, okay, this has been way too much. Let's cut back on something, and I can fully customize it, which is something that I absolutely love. So I also like Michael's, in case you can't tell, but they have these little sticky notes on sale right now. They're plastic, and it's like $1 for this whole pack. And I use these to divide things. So to divide, and cute little like matchbook pack. But I use it to divide between kids, between levels, between days, just for everything. I don't know about you, but I'm a sticky note kind of person, and those are my current favorites. So I also recommend, let's see, for supplies, everything that's in that writing bin we kind of always have, but I also recommend that you have a lot of file folders and fun ones. The dollar store, I don't know if you guys all have dollar stores, but the Dollar Tree here has a lot of fun file folders. So I recommend having a lot of those. You can put your planning stuff into it. Your kids can hold on to stuff in it. There's just so much that you can do. I do have a question here, so I'm going to answer that. So these planners, they're all the same. They are Recollections, and I got them, all three of them, at Michael's. I'm a Michael's person. I used to use smaller Happy planners, the teacher planners, which I loved. But as they are getting older, they're doing more. And again, I'm kind of a paper person, so I like to write in more detail. But you can always find these on sale and use extra coupons if they're not on sale. And they have a lot of things in them that, you know, are made for teachers. But there's also some stickers that you can kind of use throughout if you want to use stickers. Most of them are colorful. There's graphs and charts. If you're a yearly planner, you can lay out your year. See if I can get to it. So you can kind of put in notes on different things for the year. And then it every month also has a beginning of the month like planning pages. Now I don't actually use those because since we do day 1 through 5, my days and months are never the same. Sometimes we're in August in here, but we're actually still in July, or vice versa. We're past it. Like I don't go, you know, I go day 1 through 5. So yeah, so I got these at Michael's. Trying to see if there's any other questions so that I can answer. I just wanted to make this short video. So kind of show you where we're at in the planning. Any other questions here? Oh, okay. So yes, so for planning for the kids, I do their individual first. And I go through and I do one curriculum at a time. So I do math, and I go through the math and I put all of it in for the math. Then I go back through and I add in the mazes, and then I add in those things one at a time. It makes it easier for me to know that I've already done certain things, and I put that stuff off to the side or back away. Yeah, so like I mentioned in the other video too, yeah, you can also separate your curriculum by the year. We don't really do a specific plan for the year, so I don't separate it by the year. Sometimes a lot of our curriculum rolls over. It's not a 1 year and you're done. Like history for us is, you know, we're going on our 2nd year of it. It's the same book and stuff. Same with our reading, the All About Reading, All About Spelling. Those are levels, not grades. So, all right. Well, I don't think I see any other questions. So if any, like I said, if you guys have any questions, you know, please let me know. You can find me on Facebook, Homeschool Family Stuff. I'm hoping to start adding more into that website for you guys. So if there's anything that you want to see, just let me know. Thanks so much for joining in today.